Knicks while they honored #1, Derrick Rose.
He's definitely the face. He is on his way are unreal in year 2.
You made a great point, Stacey. It's the expansion of all the skill set in his game. The shooting's gotten better as well. Not a good pass that time. Kobe White, a good read. And here comes Giddey on the push to Zach LaVine. White, Vucevic, Williams, Giddey, and LaVine again. White keeps the handle going, working on a fellow North Carolina Tar Heel and Harrison Barnes. Wembanyama's got the rebound. 23 rebounds with 20 points against Denver the other night.
They beat Denver twice this year. We talked about it in the Open.
Yep.
Denver is a very good team. I still think that they're a team to keep an eye on.
Vassell breaks the scoring seal on this one. Spurs played a home and home this weekend with Denver. They split. As Stacey mentioned, one of their wins was against Denver earlier, so a good start to their season. Been around 500 all year. There's Vucevic, pass Wembanyama. Vucevic misfires on a 3, and here comes San Antonio. Barnes feeds Wembanyama. He's shooting better from 3 than he was a season ago. Vassell to Wembanyama, the kick to Sohan. Jeremy takes a 3 and knocks it down.
The coach on the floor, especially with Popovich being out with that stroke. This helps the young coach that the Spurs have, having Chris Paul out there. But they have learned to play with Victor Wembanyama. They're starting to play much better with him. They're finding him in transition. Last year, remember, he'd go possess things without touching the ball.
You and I were kind of shocked at times, like how come they're not getting Wembanyama the ball a little bit more often as he tried. Sohan extending an easy finish.
I got a chance to talk to the great Sean Elliott,
love Sean.
Legend, and he told me the one thing, you know, about these guys. He's like, he said Chris Paul will get on these guys when they're not where they're supposed to be defensively, where they're not supposed to be on the offense. He'll ream them. He doesn't cut any corners with these guys.
Vucevic, no. Rebound by Vassell. He said, you know, they had a shot to beat Denver the other night for a second straight game. Went to overtime and got outscored huge in the 4th quarter and an OT. And he said, this team needs to learn how to get a score, and suddenly you're winning a large majority of your contests.
Well, and you got to remember, they're still a young team.
Giddey to Vucevic. Barnes.
They're still a young team learning how to play together. You know, some of these guys were the main guys when Wembanyama was in France. They've had to learn how to relinquish that role and find where their role is. No cookies. Well, you knew Kobe, you know, he had been struggling with his shot coming into the game. You knew it was just a matter of time before he got a rhythm. And he was in a big-time rhythm.
Those 9 threes were as many as he had made in his previous 5 games combined.
Wembanyama got everybody nervous about coming in.
Yeah, Giddey is trying to find some space. Now Vucevic just goes after Wembanyama using the footwork. There's a 2-hand volleyball block by the unicorn that is Wembanyama, who lobs it up for Sohan, who got denied by the rim. It's grabbed by Kobe White. Bulls still looking for their first points nearly 4 minutes in. White past Wembanyama to the company.
They might need to investigate, try to get him away from the rim. I think they're trying to do that with Vucevic, but Vucevic's got to make some shots.
Yeah. Vucevic has taken 5 shots already, 2 from 3-point range to try to draw Wembanyama away. Vassell, boy, has even rocks from injury, and now this is 10 straight starts for Vassell, who's been one of their best scorers.
And he's a very good two-way player.
Yep. Here's Williams, former teammate of Vassell at Florida State. Vassell was the leading scorer on that team that he and Pat
here.
Ball's back in off the inbound. Here's Vassell with ball closing. Giddey's got the rebound. All 25 minutes the other night, plus 10. Scored 8 points, had 6 assists, got in his passing lanes a couple times. Another solid performance. Vucevic to Williams. Tried to kick it, Vassell stole it from his old pal. Leaves it for Wembanyama. Paul rejoins. Vucevic out on Vassell on a switch. It's a jumper that goes down.
He was. Wemby said, hey, get that ball back to Vassell. Clear out, let him go one-on-one. He had Vooch on him.
Williams, a heat shot. The Bulls are back within 4. Wembanyama, his 100th of this season. He's shooting 35%, Stacey.
Tell you what, he's got range.
Speaking of which, LaVine off target. Wembanyama's there. Paul leaves it for Wembanyama, looking for a back-to-back. And Giddey's there again with another rebound.
He's open.
Oh, Vucevic seals it. It's a rebound. Giddey drives against Paul. Kick to Vucevic for 3. 0 for 6 start. Giddey uses his size, hoping let him take it. Now Vucevic has a much easier matchup against Bassi. Bassi is basically taken over as the backup big over Zach Collins. Bassi slings it. It's Sohan open. Overshot, grabbed by Levine.
It'll be a much easier time getting to the basket now.
And Levine knows it. Those are 2 heads-up passes. Vucevic wants a foul call. Not getting it from John Butler. Paul comes back, leaves for Vassell. Rebound for Vucevic, who came back for it. 7 minutes in. Here's Giddey driving. What a screen by Vucevic. A little bit more in San Antonio without Wembanyama. Bulls scored 139 in that game, and they scored 139 Saturday against the Knicks. Those are their season high marks. Here's the veteran Chris Paul. Vassell late in the clock with Ball locking him down. Paul, the kick. Barnes, tough catch, tough shot. I'm going to do it off one leg while bobbling it on a weird pass while fading into the corner. H. Giddey. And rebound Bassi.
CP3 already with 4 assists.
Typical of him. And a nice drop. As he goes back to back, he's got 5, up to 8. Vucevic trying to battle Bassi. Going to work against him. Got it short on the hook, though. And Vucevic has taken, in the first 8 minutes, 9 shots. Only made 1. Here is Paul. That's short. Giddey looking for the outlet. He's got Levine. And he jams it down this time.
That's the way to look at it. That's a la Lonzo Ball that time with Josh Giddey.
Here's Chris Paul in his 20th season, 39 years of age.
Everybody's talking about LeBron. No one's really talking about Chris Paul.
Yeah.
These guys use it. Go, give me that cookies. Throw it up.
Great hands by Giddey. Up out for Zach Levine. That ball for a clean shot block. Smith misses. Vassell's got the rebound.
I mean, it looked like a clean block right there.
Well, it's the #1 shot blocking team in the league. Obviously, Wembanyama has a lot to do with that. Bassi averages about a block a game. And you said Vassell is a great two-way player, and he looked like it on that possession. Now Stephon Castle, the rookie, over Smith.
Coming off the bench now, but he was starting earlier. But he's going to be a big-time player going alongside Wembanyama. They've got some really good young pieces.
He's averaging 11 a game. That's top 4 among rookies. White to Smith, a 3. Here's Vassell, leaving it for Castle. #4 pick out of Connecticut. NBA Rookie of the Year last season. First ever rookie to reach the all-team or all-defensive team on the first team. Led the NBA in shot blocks each of his first 2 seasons. Now Smith playing out on the perimeter. Good screening by the Bulls, but Smith missed it badly. Phillips tried to save it, but 2 Jones. For Castle. Nice lead for Champagnie, and he knocks it down. He's having a breakout year, too.
Champagnie can shoot that thing.
Yeah, man. Out to turnover, and here comes Castle with a little windmill action.
Little 9-3 run by the Spurs.
They have now taken their largest lead at 12. It's Dalen Terry with White, Ball, Smith, and Phillips. White slings it. Smith, you got to make these shots.
Yeah, the Bulls bigs are struggling. My hamstring's hurt right now.
I was just watching it. Ball, there's a 3. Lonzo shooting around 32% or so, still trying to climb that percentage up. We know what he can do at his best as a shooter. A collision with Keldon Johnson and Phillips and Wembanyama. There's Castle against Terry. Wembanyama wasn't looking for it. Champagnie flags it down. Got separation from Ball, but missed the 3.
Here, Billy, you have 2 for 1.
Just inside the threshold time-wise, and White's going to launch a quicker 3 than maybe you'd want to see, but that was a 2-for-1 3. There's got to be enough time on the back side of a 24-second clock and on the front side. That's what makes it 2 for 1. You can still squeeze in 2 possessions for the one down the final minute of the quarter. 9-point lead. Wembanyama trying to rip through in traffic, flung it up there.